I was lost. My life felt like it was collapsing piece by piece, and I didn't even know why. One evening, I went to visit my friend, hoping to escape my thoughts for a while. His father, an old man with quiet eyes and a calm presence, noticed me sitting there in silence. He looked at me for a moment and said,
You look like someone searching for answers.
I didn't know what to say, so I just nodded. He stood up, smiled, and said,
Then come. Let me show you what life teaches better than any book.
And so we walked together through the village. He led me through the village until we came across a man sitting alone, broken, tired, and full of despair. Then my friend's father turned to me and said,
When he was young, he surrounded himself with the wrong people. His friends were toxic, always taking from him, never giving back. They drained his energy, his money, and eventually his spirit. He thought having many friends meant he was doing well, but what he didn't realize was that none of them were truly his friends.
He paused, looking me straight in the eyes.
You don't need 100 friends. You just need 2 or 3 who genuinely care, who will stand by you, guide you, and help you grow. One real friend is worth more than 100 fake ones. Remember that. The most important thing in life isn't how many people know your name. It's having even one who truly knows your heart.
As we continued walking, we saw another man. He appeared unhealthy, overweight, and worn down. His clothes were messy, his face carried frustration, and it was clear that life hadn't been kind to him. My friend's father told me that this man used to be a young man full of potential, but he wasted his time.
He was always lazy. He never exercised, never studied, and spent all his time on his phone. He stayed in his comfort zone, doing nothing to improve himself. He thought there would always be time later.
Now, that same man argues with his mother and depends on his family for everything. He has no job, no skills, and no respect from anyone around him. People look at him with pity, not admiration. Then my friend's father looked at me and said,
This is what happens when you waste your youth. Don't let comfort destroy your future. While you are still young, learn, grow, and build yourself. Kill laziness and step out of the comfort zone before it's too late.
We walked further and saw another man who was deep in debt. He looked exhausted, as if life itself had worn him down. My friend's father told me,
When he was young, he was actually rich. But he never used his money for anything meaningful. He spent it chasing women, drinking alcohol every day, and sometimes gambling. He even used drugs. At first, it all seemed harmless to him, just fun, just youth. But slowly, those habits destroyed his life. Now, he has nothing left but regret and debt.
My friend's father turned to me and said,
That's why you must be careful who you become. Stay away from bad habits no matter what. They steal your time, your health, and your youth, long before you realize it.
We walked further down the road and finally came across a rich man who lived in a grand house at the end of the street. His car was shining, his clothes were expensive, but his face looked empty and tired and lonely. My friend's father noticed my curiosity and said softly,
Do you see him? He has money, yes, but no peace. When he was young, he was already wealthy. But instead of using his blessings wisely, he wasted them chasing women, showing off, and feeding his pride. He thought he was untouchable. He betrayed his wife more than once, and one day she finally caught him. She took their children and left, and that's when everything began to fall apart. His relatives stopped visiting him. The people who once respected him now talk behind his back. His reputation, something that took years to build, was destroyed in a single moment of lust and arrogance. Wealth can't save a man who loses his character.
He looked straight at me and said,
Remember this. Money and success mean nothing if you lose your honor. A true man guards his loyalty, his word, and his family. Temptation will always follow you when you rise, but your choices will decide whether you stand tall or fall into shame. If you wish to be a great man, one who is respected, loved, and at peace, control your desires. Be faithful, be humble, and protect your family with everything you have. Because once reputation is gone, no amount of money can buy it back.
As we walked home, the air was quiet. My heart felt heavier but clearer. I had seen 4 men, each a reflection of choices I could one day make. My friend's father smiled and said,
Life will test you in many ways, through friends, laziness, temptation, and pride. The choices you make now will decide the man you become later. So, learn from others' mistakes. You don't have to fall to understand how deep the hole is.
They were once like me, young, full of dreams, thinking they had time. But one wrong choice after another had slowly built their downfall. I realized that no one wakes up a failure in a single day. It happens little by little through small moments of weakness, ignored advice, and careless decisions. My friend's father didn't just show me people. He showed me lessons carved by pain. He taught me that wealth without discipline, friendship without loyalty, and success without humility are all empty. That night, I promised myself something. I will choose my friends wisely. I will fight my laziness and chase knowledge while I still have youth. I will stay away from habits that steal time and peace. And I will protect my honor and loyalty like treasures no money can buy. Because in the end, life isn't about how fast we rise. It's about how we stay true when everything around us tempts us to fall.